Okay, Joe, a Boxing Day clash against Wycombe, also in good form like ourselves.
Yeah, a really good challenge for us. Obviously beat the high flying Ipswich last time out, and they've been on a decent run of results lately. Obviously, I've seen the Pompey game on Sky. Um, so yeah, look, we know we'll be tested in all departments, but we feel it's a huge opportunity for us to leapfrog them in the table, and also I think firmly establish ourselves in that kind of top 10 in the division.
Talking of tables, one came out during the week, a form table, if you like, for the year, putting Rovers in second place, just behind Sheffield Wednesday for total number of points. Does that make you proud?
Yeah, it did until Sheffield United won and jumped over us on against Wigan. So no, look, I think we were 90th the calendar year before. So obviously we came in the February there, and we were looking to progress and obviously reverse that terrible table of I think 2021. And credit to the lads. I think as a football club we've made huge strides, and sometimes it takes the results profile and a little bit of time to catch that up. But I think over the course of the second half of last season, certainly in the calendar year from January, we looked at a completely different club, different outfit, and the lads have not only kept that up in the midst of a little bit of a sluggish start to League One life. We've kicked on again, so really pleased for the football club. It doesn't get you anything, you don't achieve anything with it, but I think they're good marker posts for the development of our group and our culture.
Looking back to the Peterborough game, we had a striker with maybe a point to prove in Johnson Clark-Harris. We've got another one potentially on Boxing Day, Brandon Hanlon.
Yeah, he's a good lad, Brandon. We were disappointed to lose him because we had a real shortage of attacking options, and I think Wycombe paid 250, 300 grand or something like that at the time. So Brandon had signed for the club, kind of had a tribunal, but was still in he had a very short contract period. So our hand was kind of forced on that, and as I say, he was first class when he was here all the time, Brandon, and we were disappointed to lose him. Obviously, it's the first time we faced him since he left the club, and as I say, after the game there'll be some niceties, but before that, we've got a job to do, and we want to get above Wycombe in the table, and they've been a championship side and certainly top kind of 8-10 side in League One for the last 3 or 4 years. So I think it's a good benchmark for us to see where we are, to see if we can stay in the mix and continue our good away form, but also our good run at some difficult places to go.
We're wearing our third kit, yellow and green. I think the last time we wore that might have a certain trip to Rochdale.
Yeah, let's hopefully it's a similar outcome in terms of a gas win, but hopefully not as dramatic as what that was. But if we can take 3 points Saturday, I don't care how they come, if it's a boring 1-0 or a mega exciting 4-3, as long as we get the job done and keep our momentum and our forward progression.
Just finally, the life of a footballer at Christmas is always a strange period. It's very different to your normal working person. Have you got any special memories, particular memories when you were playing any sort of Christmas time clashes?
No, not really. No, it's a strange one. You're just used to keeping busy. It's probably the busiest time. The games come thick and fast. Obviously, Boxing Day, New Year's Day, FA Cup, etc. They usually come, certainly at you thick and fast. We don't have the luxury of the FA Cup third round this time, but still there's a lot of games in that period, and I always think there's kind of darker nights when the clocks go back and it gets dark. I think that's where your season can really come alive, and if you can keep in touch and keep yourselves progressing when the clocks do spring back forward, I think you have a chance of an exciting season if you're in contention. So we've got to keep working hard. As I say, you're used to, as a football man, to know that Christmas Day and Christmas dinner is slightly different to what the rest of the world kind of do, but also we get lots of other things that are really beneficial to us as part of our job. One of the downsides is you don't get the full hit of Christmas Day and all the food and booze that goes with it. Because obviously we go Boxing Day and we've got to entertain, and we're in the entertainment business. So sacrifice, and I've been speaking to the lads about it this morning, the sacrifices that you have to make over the course of the season. We get rewarded in May when the season ends, and you know, our lads know that good and well. I mean, the boss paid for a good trip for them to Dubai, and we're hoping if we can keep progressing and nudging the group on there, hopefully we're chasing another promotion and having another party come what may.